Hello and welcome to What's Broken. So today what I'm working on is a buddy of mine has part of a Dremel drill press stand. He's lost a couple of the other pieces. He came up with this, he picked it up at a garage sale. It's a clamp. It clamps onto any sort of bench surface, and then it has a post to slide up and down. But the problem is the post is too big for the Dremel. So what we came up with was a piece of black pipe, nice and heavy duty, and it fits the Dremel stand quite nicely. And the other part is it slides inside this pipe that came with the desk clamp. Pretty good fit. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this off, clean the paint up, slide this into the end, and we'll true it up and square it and weld it in place. One of the other things I did a few days ago was there was no, I don't know what you call it, bolt or whatever to tighten it up so it would slide up and down the post. So I found an old conduit clamp and cut it down. It was already threaded. And then I just welded a little T-handle on a bolt. The problem, and I don't know if it'll really show up that well, is the nut is a little bit proud, so this pipe won't quite slide through. So I'm just going to take my flapper disc, set this in the vise, and probably take about 1/8 of an inch off of the nut. It's a pretty thick one, so that way it should fit when we're done. Yeah, so I'll take maybe a 1/16 to 1/8 off the one edge, and it should fit afterwards. Before I switch over to the flapper disc, I want to cut this. I've got a cutting wheel on my small mini grinder. So I'll use the wheel first of all to cut the threads off, and maybe I'll take the threads off the end of this black pipe as well so the top end looks nice and smooth. Alright, here we go. Going to be a little bit of noise. Okay. Just unplug the grinder. Well, I think that disc has done its job. Just pop the flapper disc on. Okay, so those are cleaned up. Now I'll take a little bit off this little tightening nut. I'll just cool this off and then see if it allows that pipe to slide inside the Dremel stand. Okay. Yeah, it might still be a wee bit proud. Nope. Perfect. And just tighten this up. Oh, I have it upside down. There we go. That should work. So I'll just get the welder set up. Put this chunk of pipe away for some other project that'll pop up, no doubt. And we'll put some beads of weld on her. Okay, so I got a chunk of 6" by 1/2" plate. Thread this collar in. Tighten it up. I'm thinking to square this up. We've got a couple of magnetic levels, and they have a little groove in the top end, so that'll help. Just going to set those in place. Looks like I'll just use one of them because they're different thicknesses. Gonna hold the bottom in place. With a couple of these welding magnets, the bottom of the square. That'll hold it perpendicular. Take an elastic. That'll help hold everything together. So I've got the base of the square held with these two welding magnets at right angles. And the magnetic level's against the pipe, and it's fit into the groove. I fit the square into the groove on the top side of this level. This is screwed in and it's all ready to tack, so I'll tack in the front and the back. So I have it straight this way, and then I'll take this stuff off, turn the square sideways, and then I can check for how square it is this way into the holder. Okay, I'm just going to put a couple of tacks on, so watch your eyes. One. Let that cool in place for a minute, and then we'll check it for squareness from side to side and weld it up. Okay, I removed the bracing I had on it to the forward and back. And that's probably about as true as I'm going to get it. To check it side to side. So I'll put a couple of tacks on. Just going to unscrew it, clean up some of the welding flux, and then run another pass over it. I'll clean this up with the flapper disc, then put it together and see how it all works. Okay. Put the clamp in place. Thread the post in. Well, that should work for him. He'll now be able to do some Dremel drill pressing. Might hit this with a little bit of paint after to make it pretty. Other than that though, I think this is pretty much done, so yeah, it was a small project, but a fun one. Okay, well here's the final product. It's all put together. I put a little paint over the weld so it looks a little better. It's not quite the right color, but oh well. Alright, have a good day. Bye for now.